let's discuss some exercises on how to hit harder. Now, of course, the most important thing is learning how to use efficient technique in order to be able to translate the body power into the target that you're going for, having your body mass behind the stride. And it's not just an arm movement, but throwing the hip into it. So we have, assuming you have your technique down and you have the master keys needed for being able to strike hard, then we can look at some things that will help you to do that. One aspect of that is going to be in the wrist strength. And it's not that this is going to allow you to punch harder, but this is going to stop you from buckling the wrist when you do hit someone. This is where a lot of leakage can occur if you are trying to hit someone hard. So working on wrist strength, for instance, just doing some sledgehammer holds like this is going to build up that wrist strength. But even with that, that is also going to come down to technique. If you are hitting someone in a way in which your wrist can buckle, but if you have the right angle, that's going to help with that as well. Leading with these two knuckles into the area that you're going for, having the right angle is going to help, but building that wrist strength as well. People think the tricep is your punching power. It's not. If you don't have the body behind it, you know, the strongest tricep in the world isn't going to hurt that much compared to not a very good hip power into that punch. So what can you do for hip power? One of the best options is the kettlebell, the swing. That explosive hip thrust is going to be that same thing that is coming in for the punch. And with an explosive movement like that, you're going to work it. Some other options are to do partial movements. For instance, just assuming that this was a little heavier, working the hips, this sort of extension, you could even do this in sort of a split stance where you would be, for punching, that would be the same sort of power you're generating right there. So a couple different ideas. Just make sure you have everything strengthened along the lines, but all the power is going to be coming from here. Learning how to do that technique-wise, then when you strengthen it all, you build more explosiveness, you're going to be able to hit much, much harder. If you want tons more information, I recommend you check out my friend Bud Jeffrey's product, How to Hit Like a Freight Train. A ridiculous amount of exercises in there in order to be able to do that. If you want some specifics on martial arts fighting, my mentor, Dr. John LaTourette, is a phenomenal martial artist, so I would highly recommend you check him out as well as his son Jack.